So in this today's demo, we are going to show how to map a MS to N relationship that two classes can have using Hibernate. So the stock, we have two classes called the stock class and the category class. So they have an MS to N relationship between the two. A stock can belong to many categories, and one category can have many stocks. So let me show you my schema as well. So you have the category table, which contains a set of categories. Let me just clean up the data here. So I'm just cleaning up the data which I had from the last run of this program. So always delete the child table records first before you delete the parent table records. Okay, so the stock table has a stock ID, stock code and stock name. The category table has a category ID, name and description. And they have a MS to N relationship between the two. That means one stock can belong to many categories and one category can have many stocks. So the way this is modeled is by creating a third table called stock category, and you break down the MS to N relationship into two 1:N relationships. The first 1:N relationship is in the stock category table. You are saying that one stock can have many categories. Similarly, the second 1:N relationship is from the category table to the stock category table. So one category will have many stocks in the stock category table. So let's look at the Hibernate mapping files for stock and category. So if you see the Hibernate mapping file for the stock, which is in the stock.hbm.xml file. So the stock class maps to the stock table, and it has the attributes of stock ID, which maps to stock ID column, stock code and stock name. And then one stock will have a set of categories. So that's the first 1:N relationship. One stock has many categories, and those categories are listed in the stock category table. And then you have this many-to-many relationship between the stock and the category table. So one stock has many categories, and the key for that relationship is the stock ID. So the stock ID is a foreign key in the stock category table. So the set of categories for a given stock will all have the same stock ID in the stock category table. Now let's look at the stock.java. So one stock will have the stock ID, stock code and stock name, and one stock also has a set of categories. That's the first 1:N relationship. Now let's look at the category.hbm.xml file. So the category class maps to the category table, and it has attributes called category ID, name and description. And then one category has a set of stocks, and that category has the primary key of category ID, which is a foreign key in the stock category table. So for a given category ID in the stock category table, you'll have many stocks. And then a category and the stock, they have a many-to-many relationship between the two. And that is defined over here. So let's look at the category.java. You will see that it will have the attributes of the category class, category name, ID, name and description. And one category also has a set of stocks. So let's look at the demo program now. The demo program is Hibernate-Many-to-Many.demo.java. And in here, we first create a set of three categories, 1, 2 and 3. Category 1 is high-tech, category 2 is retail, and category 3 is networking. And then we are creating two stocks. One is Amazon and another is Cisco. And Amazon has two categories, which is 1 and 2. Category 1 is high-tech and category 2 is retail. And similarly, Cisco has two categories, category 1 and 3. which is high-tech and networking. And then at the very end, we save both the Amazon stock and the Cisco stock. So what happens is it will save the Amazon stock, the Cisco stock, and all the three categories, plus it will also make 4 entries in the stock category table. So there are 2 entries for Amazon and 2 entries for Cisco in the stock category table. So let me run this program, and if you see in the console, you will see that it first inserts the Amazon stock, then it inserts the categories for Amazon, which are high-tech and retail, then it inserts a stock for Cisco, and it also inserts the networking category for Cisco, and then finally it makes 2 entries in the stock category table, 2 for Amazon and 2 for Cisco. So we can confirm that in the database as well. Go to the stock category table, click on the reload button, and then you'll see 4 entries, 2 for Amazon, 2 for Cisco, and 14 is high-tech and 15 is retail, 14 is high-tech again, and 16 is networking, and you can confirm that in the category table, 14, 15 and 16. And in the stock table you'll see entries for Amazon and Cisco. So this is how many-to-many relationship works in Hibernate. You basically break it down into 2 1:1 relationships. The first 1:1 relationship is from the stock to the stock category table. So one stock has many categories in the stock category table. Similarly, the second 1:1 relationship is from the category table to the stock category table. One category will have many stocks in the stock category table. So this is how many-to-many relationships are modeled in Hibernate.